So I guess I can finally give my thoughts on all the things that pretty much happened this entire week. Everything from Sony dropping the ball when it comes to pre-orders, all the way up to the fact that people are very upset about the messaging that Sony had put in place at the beginning of this generation compared to what they have going on now. So in this video, we're going to do a brief overview of everything going on, why people are upset, and why your investment shouldn't be in platforms, it should be in games. Let's talk about it. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Forte, and thank you for checking out this video. Please hit that like button and please hit that subscribe button, and make sure you head over to Twitter. Follow me over there. It's the best place to interact with me as a gamer, so we can talk about the things we don't talk about in this video. Now, I am sorry that this video has taken forever to make. This is something that I definitely wanted to talk about. I talked about it on multiple podcasts under the influence of a lot of narcotics and drugs. Your boy had to go get a root canal and it sucked. So we're gonna talk about this stuff now. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about the showcase, and when I mean a little bit, we're just going to do a quick breeze by. We're not even going to talk about the games that were there. I'm just going to tell you that I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think the show was great. I think it was one of the best shows that Sony's ever put on, and I do think it is by far the best show that's happened this year under the circumstances of what's going on in the world today. I believe every company past this point needs to mirror this type of presentation because this presentation was on point. So if the presentation was on point and everybody was happy about the things that they showed at this presentation, then why are we upset? Well, people are upset because Sony literally just went back on their word on a lot of stuff they said throughout the entirety of 2020. Most notably, the fact that cross-generation games were not going to exist when it came to the PlayStation platform in their first-party games. Spiderman Miles Morales, everybody assumed it was next-gen only. It's not. Horizon Zero Dawn, everybody assumed it was next-gen only. It's not. And who knows how much further this list is going to go, because Sony did come out with a press release saying that they are going to support the PS4 for the next 3 to 4 years. 3 to 4 years. That's going to let you know that a lot of these games that are coming out on PS5 will be coming to the PS4. And then if you couple that with the fact that the pre-orders were supposed to go live on the 17th, they ended up going live on the 16th at 6 p.m. in most retailers. Shout out to Walmart for being the first one to jump out the window and everybody else following, but I digress on that. But Sony isn't truly at fault for that, but Microsoft stuff hasn't done that yet. Microsoft has set a date and none of the retailers have jumped the gun yet. Now it remains to be seen what happens the closer we get to the 22nd, but I do think that this is going to hold up. They already set times and dates for you to go to the stores to be able to pick up your pre-order for this system, and I think that's going to hold up. It didn't hold up under Sony. I don't know what happened there. Sony's not all at fault, but they didn't get retail in line when it came to making sure that these systems were pre-orderable at the time that they basically told everybody. Because guess what? I had to walk outside my store and tell like 50 to 60 people that they were going the night before, when they were under the impression that they were going to be going live the next day as soon as stores open. So, I mean, we can't sugarcoat it. This was a miss. This was a mistake. This was a lot of mismanagement of the expectations of when this was going to go live. And I hold all parties involved in it, because everybody just jumped out the window when Walmart jumped out the window, and it left a lot of people very upset. That's not in the complete know about these things. It's very upsetting to tell these people that something was supposed to go live on one day, but it actually went the day before. So let's do better the next time. Microsoft, you're up. Let's make sure this does not happen to you. But the last thing that I do want to talk about in this video, and it's probably the most important thing, investment. Investment is a very, very strong thing. When you invest in something, you feel like you take ownership of it. And I get that. A lot of people use these consoles as some sort of investment, like I'm investing into the PlayStation ecosystem because I think the PlayStation ecosystem is the best there can ever be when it comes to gaming. Same thing when it comes to Xbox, maybe not on the game front, but when it comes to the community, people invest into the Xbox ecosystem because they feel like it's the best place to have the community of people that they like to hang around with and have fun with and play games with. And then you have Nintendo, same thing. They have an ecosystem and they have people that invest into it. But guess what? We're doing this wrong. Don't invest in the platform itself, invest in the games that are on that platform. That's why I always tell people, don't purchase something until you know the reason you're purchasing it. Because if you're purchasing a PS5 because these games can only be played on PS5, and then the company turns around and swoops up and says, surprise, all these games are coming out on PS4 too, you're gonna be upset because your investment level was not on just the game itself, but the game being tied to a next-gen platform. Don't do that. I know it's hard to really fathom that, but the moment you invest in the platform, that's when you start losing. Invest in the games that the platform brings you, or invest in the ecosystem that those games are available in, or invest in the fact that your friends are playing on a particular system and you want to play with them. Those should be the things you're investing in. Don't cap for a system because they ain't capping for you. A system is only as good as the games that are on it. Some people could care less about playing first party games. Some people only want to play Call of Duty. Some people only want to play Fortnite. Some people only want to play Madden or NBA 2K or Assassin's Creed. You know, the 97% of the games that are on any platform, those are kind of the ones that people care about the most. And I'm talking to people on Xbox and I'm talking to people on PlayStation about that. Halo is a multi-billion-dollar franchise, but guess what? Every Xbox fan doesn't buy it. Marvel Spider-Man, most sold game on the PlayStation 4. Guess what? Everybody didn't buy it. Most people bought other things. Most people bought third-party games. So exclusives do matter because it matters to about 25 to 30% of the player base, but the rest of the games kind of matter too, and they have a bigger breadth of appeal than even most of the exclusive games have. So let's all sit back and take a wide view of everything that's going on, because guess what? There's nothing wrong with being a fan of a particular platform. I'm a fan of a particular platform. I'm a fan of Xbox. I also like PlayStation. I love my PC, but Xbox is kind of home for me because that's where all of my friends are. But I don't let my love of just Xbox be clouded just because it's a plastic box that sits underneath my TV. No, Xbox is my preferred platform because that's where my friends play at. I like the controller more than I like on other systems. I like the ecosystem a little bit better. The games, I love Halo, but Halo's been in the bushes for a long time, so that game's not gonna appeal to me to make me stay on the platform. There are other things that's making me do that. Same thing for PlayStation. I will buy a PlayStation 5 just to play God of War because God of War is one of my favorite games and favorite franchises to play, and it's only available on PS5. But guess what? If the game was coming to PS4, I wouldn't be mad at them for doing it. I'm still gonna play it on PS5. Shoot, I wanna play it on PC where it's a higher frame rate, but I'm gonna play it anyway, under the best frame rate, under the best fidelity that I can possibly play it under at that day. And let me tell you, if you do that, you will never be upset because your expectation is just playing the games in the ecosystem you want to play in with the friends that you want to play with, and it doesn't matter what they do with the games. As long as the games are playable in one way or another, that's all that matters. And until everybody gets that, there's going to be this raging debate about how Sony is duping their players and lying to their players, which they did, but I'm not upset about it because I understand business, and business is booming, especially in 2020 when everybody's sitting at home playing games. But that's all I got in this video, guys. Truly appreciate it. I really love the conversations we've been having on this for the last couple of days in different podcasts. What do you guys think about all this? Are you truly that upset that Sony did this, or did you see this coming from a mile away? Let's talk about it down in the comment section. Also, did you still pre-order PS5? Did you get it? Did you get the digital? Did you get the physical? Where did you pre-order at? Let's hear about that in the comment sections too. Guys, truly appreciate it. You guys have a great weekend, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good week. Peace.